All right, guys, so we are here with another video, and we are doing a journal edition video today, and we're basically going to do a line graph to like basically see your triggers, and that way you can kind of see what's going on, because a lot is going on that we don't even think about all the time, and for some reason seeing it on paper and you being able to put in the work yourself to see it helps you overcome those triggers and just be able to recognize when you tripping and when you're not tripping. All right, so if that's something that interests you, keep watching. All right, so here we go. All right, so first let's start off here. You're gonna basically draw a half a square like that, and then you're gonna put on this side, you're gonna do worst of times to the best of times. You can do 1 to 10, you can do 1 to 100, and anything in between that, whatever you feel most comfortable with. For me, 1 to 10 was just fine. If you need a guide, 1 to 10 is great. And then at the bottom, you're gonna do the timeline. So I went back 12 years. That's starting in my freshman year of high school. Honestly, when I do this again, because I will be doing this again, I'm going to go further back. But you can go as far back as you like. I highly suggest going back as far as you think your first trigger trauma was, whatever. But even if you just want to practice and do a year back, you could do a year back. And what you're going to do is label it major events. So like, let's say you just want to do last year. And you'll say January, February, March, April, May, June. So I'm going to do like a little fake one here. But like I said, later on, I will show you guys mine and how it relates to all of this. But let's say you say January. Sorry, I'm writing weird. February, March, April, May, June, like that. You just keep going. I know it looks raggedy, but then I'm making stuff up, but let's say in January, just to remember, because what you're trying to do is just remember something about that time. Something that could help is going through your Instagram, your Snapchat stories, and stuff to help you remember what that time was like. And one big, like the theme of that time. So you can kind of remember, because you're going to be answering questions from the categories, which we haven't got to yet. But so basically, so let's say for January, that was when I started school. So I'll put school. Whatever. And then February is when me and Bay got in the fight. Blah, whatever. And then March is when I got my promotion. And then April is, it was just cool. Normal. April was just normal. Good vibes. Nothing really happened, so I can leave April alone. May is when, I don't know. If I go to a Breeze party. And this just kind of gives me just a general remembrance of my timeline, okay? So here we're going to have categories. You're going to have different categories. An example of it is relationships, social relationships, like friendships, and just how you were, like, were you very, like, in hermit mode and didn't want to talk to anybody, or were you all over the place, kind of stuff. So, and then you're going to have stuff like your health, mental health. That's a good one. Always a good one. Were you depressed or whatever like that? Another one could be all kind of things. I'm going to show you all the categories, guys. I kind of forgot. But like one of them is like romance, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But we're going to use social relationships as an example, right? So you're going to have all these categories. I highly recommend you put them in different colors so you can see. You won't be able to see with just one color. This is just an example, but anyway. So then you're going to go and you're going to say, okay, my social relationships when I started school was actually really good. So then you put your dot here, right? And then you say February when me and Bae got in that fight. Now, there is going to be a category for romantic relationships. So you would think about, like, yeah, me and Bae was messed up, but as far as like in fact, I was closer to my friends than ever before. So because of that, so you do that like that. And then the next one says, I got a promotion in March and I had a lot of money, but you know, I wasn't able to spend as much time with my friends. So it kind of went back a little bit down. And this is a made up situation, y'all. I'm just giving y'all an example, but I will show you my real one. All right. Then you got April, I was chilling, but my friendships were still the same. Okay. And then May, I went to Bree's party, and it was like, oh yeah, I connected with my friends again. That was good. And then blah, 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 blah. And it was like normal, I guess, or whatever. All right. And so then when you finish all the way through your whole timeline, I did mine with the ruler. I highly suggest you do yours with the ruler. But you're just going to connect the lines. Sorry. So sorry. Oh, my God. Okay, you're just going to connect the lines. Like that. Like that. And then that's when you're done with all of them, right? And then you'll switch pens. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. I got to get some journaling recording equipment. And then you'll move on to your next color, because your next color will be for the next category. Now, I highly recommend that. Like, I just had a red pen on me, so this isn't a good example. But, like, for instance, like, when it comes to romance, I suggest the red pen. When it comes to mental health, maybe the blue pen. For friendships, I would do maybe yellow. Like, anything that kind of resembles what you're talking about as far as color goes. So that way it makes visual sense. Like, it's easier to read when you're finished. So now what I'm about to do is just kind of show you guys mine. And I'll tell you how you'll kind of start to see what triggers you and what's keeping you from doing things you want to do. Hey guys, so sorry. Don't mind the differentness of this clip. It's because I had to do it on a different day, because when I was editing the video, I just realized the clip wasn't done properly because I recorded vertically and it just didn't look right. So I don't mind doing this again. I don't know what I was trying to say. But anyway, so this is mine. All right. And I just have the crystals here because I do have like little minor details that I try to, I'll keep a little secret. Not secret, but just for privacy purposes. But other than that, y'all up in my business, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. So the categories I chose are health, mental, and emotional health. Like if I was depressed or super happy or whatever. Work, finances, and school, because I kind of correlate these two hand in hand. Like if I'm making money, I'm making good grades in school, or vice versa. My relationships with my friends and my social, like all that good stuff. Family and friend, well, not family and friends, but home and family. Security, freedom, relationships with love, leisure, and happiness. Now these two I did not use for this one because I just feel like 12 years back. Not saying it's not important, but I would rather get these type of details with a shorter time span. So instead of like 12 years, maybe like a year. Now, for instance, check this out. So here, right here. Now, my freshman year, I did have a really tough time with not making friends. I had friends, but I was just going through my own thing, and I just not hated the world, but doing my average 13, 14-year-old self, doing what she do best, and just getting away. And of course, with that came down with my mental and emotional health also went down, along with my relationships was all right. That was actually a little bit better than anything else. But other than that, though, I was pretty happy. I was staying with my mom at this time because I'm in high school. Right here is my freshman year of college, and college is fun and great. And then right here is my first major breakup. That's why everything kind of goes down at one time. This is like my transitional moment in my life when I'm just kind of like picking back up the pieces and just trying to like fix everything. And it's been crazy jumbly ever since, to be honest. Me just trying to like build everything back up, because at least things aren't so low. So I'm just kind of trying to build things back up to being stable, everything at one time. And also through this, I noticed how my home and family has gone down over time. It didn't make any real jumps. It just kind of went down. So that's something I also want up here. So the thing with this is you're realizing what you need to work on. You're realizing what you need to do. And it also shows you what triggers you and how certain things react to other certain things. You really need to take your time doing this. This is not something you rush through because you want to see your results. This is something that every time you ask yourself, how was my mental and emotional health my freshman year of high school? And like, for instance, like along with freshman year of high school, I can also put, like right here, I could put like, stepdad moved out. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, like things that really like where you can really remember how you felt in those times, because what ends up happening is you're able to really work out your issues, things that come up, like you just can't help it, like things that just come up, and think about those things and really lay those emotions out, or how you felt at that time. Lay it out, figure out, really think about what went wrong. I highly actually suggest you getting another paper on the side and just jotting down notes for different years and things that you just know you need to work out and just take time to meditate on or whatever. But it's just really a good goalkeeper, and just to like let you know where you are in track in your life. You only get one life and it's yours. This is your life on paper. You know what I'm saying? So I really highly suggest you do it. Excuse my raspy voice. It's so raspy. It's so annoying to me. But it is sinus season, so that's kind of what I'm going through right now, whatever. But please take your time on doing this. Every single question you ask yourself, really ask yourself. All those times you talk to your friends and, you come to all these revelations, you can do this with yourself. And you actually can sit in that conversation without worrying about, does somebody actually care, or if you're jambling on. Because you're jambling onto yourself and you care, okay? So I highly suggest you do this. Like when you have the night off, or like, you have a day off, grab a glass of wine and sit with yourself, sit with your favorite music and do this. Like I highly suggest it. It's really, really good. And that's really it. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. And I will be back with more stuff, all right? So subscribe. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.